finally happened, guys. I removed my custom drawer system out of my 4Runner. This isn't permanent. I was just going on a small trip that required some extra storage space. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to show you guys how I install my 4Runner kitchen in the back of my 4Runner. This video is going to be short and highly informative. If you make it to the end, I encourage you to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos similar to this one. If you're curious on how I built the drawer system, I'll have a link to a video down in the description below. Now that everything has been removed from the cargo space, we have room for the drawer system. When not in use, it is stored on a little 4-wheel dolly system that allows me to easily roll it to the truck. It's actually quite heavy. I'd estimate close to 100 pounds, and you'll see me struggle to pick it up right here because it's dense and it's quite awkward. Not only is it constructed entirely of 3/4 inch plywood, it also has 6 250-pound heavy-duty locking drawer slides, as well as a built-in Dometic RV stove. So although I struggle myself to put it in, if I had another person, it would be pretty easy, honestly, to get this into the vehicle. I'm just trying to do it carefully, calmly, without scratching anything. That's the main objective. But once I get it flat in the cargo space, it slides in and fits like a glove. As you can see, it almost looks pretty OEM. The most important part of this installation are these turnbuckles you see right here. Now we use these turnbuckles to actually secure the box to factory mounting points in the 4Runner. Each corner of the box has a D-ring that's super similar to the one that comes factory, and by evenly tightening down each of these turnbuckles, we have a very safe and secure system. Like I said, this is pretty heavy and you do not want this to become a projectile in the event of an accident. So securing this down is very crucial. So once I have the 2 turnbuckles on the rear side of the vehicle fastened, it's time to head over to the front side, and there again we have our D-rings that line up perfectly, gives us a nice angle on that turnbuckle. The best part about the turnbuckle setup is it's so easy to take this thing in and out of my vehicle, and like I said, sometimes I need more cargo space, so it's really important to have a functional daily driver and easily be able to throw the system in and create the ultimate overland rig. Now our box is secured down and it's safe to be transported. Now we are close to being finished, but not quite there. Next, we have to add our extension platform. I built this piece and it's pretty simple, just 2 pieces of that 3/4 inch with a hinge on it, and you can see it creates a nice T-post up against those seats. It's really easy to remove and it creates 2 little cubby storage spaces for more gear. Next up, the extension platform pressure fits right between the seats and the box. This creates a flat sleeping space or a level cargo area. By moving the seats forward and then kind of popping this into place, then moving the seats back on top of it, it's extremely safe and secure. I find this to be the most useful form of the 4Runner. I don't really need 4 seats all the time, and just by having a nice long flat cargo area, I've hauled all sorts of stuff from lumber, grills, small couches, etc. and it all fits really well in the back of the 4Runner, and it stays secure inside. So I really enjoy just kind of driving around like this even if I'm not camping. I think this is a really good representation on just how fast and efficient it is to get this thing into the vehicle. We're about 4 minutes into this video and we have a kitchen set up out of the back of our SUV ready to go. On the right side, we have all sorts of dry storage space with these removable dividers, as well as this false top that slides to act as a counter space, as well as enclose one of these storage boxes. The left side houses our Dometic RV stove. I put this on some coffee table brackets just to get the stove up and out of the drawer if I needed to, and they work really nicely. I'm really happy with how that came out. Underneath the stove side, we have our pull-out table. This is probably one of the more useful features of the entire drawer system, just having a nice flat area that's always next to the stove. This is by far one of my favorite things that I've ever created. It just works really, really well. Time for the fun part. We have most of the stuff that we were storing in the 4Runner, and it's time to kind of reconfigure our storage system. We had 3 coffee makers in here, and that's a little unnecessary, so let's break things down a little bit. Let's see what fits best. And I also wanted to keep some more gear in here, like straps, etc. It's nice to utilize one of these cubby spaces for more tools rather than completely cookware. So after some deep consideration and organization, this is what we came up with. The first cubby has paper towels, koozies, cups, some utensils. Second, French press, bowls, plates, some towels, cutting board, some knives. And the third is our utility cubby. We have ratchet straps, a speaker, tire patch kit, jumper box, fire blanket, and we could conveniently cover that with our false top. Doesn't that look nice? Thank you for making it to this point in the video. Like I mentioned at the start, it was going to be a short one, but I wanted to bring you an informative video on how I install my 4Runner drawer system. And as you guys saw, it was really easy. It keeps the truck OEM. You could pop it in and out on a weekend's notice. It's no van life setup, but you know what? It's perfect for the weekend warrior, much like myself nowadays. If you have any questions for me, which seems like a lot of people do about this particular system, feel free to throw them down in the comments. I'll get to them as fast as I can. Consider liking, consider subscribing. We really appreciate it, guys. We've made it to 8,500 subscribers. And as always, we will see you in the next one.